Hey guys, it's time for another edition of my podcast. As you know, I'm rethinking the name, so drop a comment down below or hit me up on Twitter at _.wood and tell me what that name should be. Really quick though, I wanted to go over my top 5 NFL takes for this upcoming season. Just some bold things I think are going to happen. I'll go into it more in some next videos, but I wanted to get that out there. First, I think the Buccaneers will cut Jameis Winston. He has had some declining play over the past few seasons, and he has gotten himself into some legal trouble. He had this in college, but it's now kind of resurfacing in the NFL. I think after another lackluster season, the Bucs are going to say, we're done with it, get your bags, and we'll find a new quarterback. Next up, I actually think the Browns are going to win at least 6 games. Now, this doesn't sound like a huge take, but if you know any Browns fans, you know that 6 wins is a huge improvement considering they went 0-16 last season and 1-15 the year before. I think they added a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. 2 main ones being Jarvis Landry at the wide receiver position and drafting Denzel Ward to help out the defensive secondary. Alrighty, and next up, I would say that Pat Mahomes is going to be a top 10 NFL quarterback, not only throwing for 4,000 yards, but also rushing for another 600. I think Pat Mahomes has a ton of weapons on the offensive side of the ball in Kareem Hunt, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and Travis Kelce. This could open up the huge offense. Now, the Chiefs' defense is the only question. Losing Marcus Peters, I don't know if they make the playoffs just quite yet, but Pat Mahomes II, or as I call him in the GMFB group does as well, 2 p.m. is going to have a great season. Next up, I think Brady is going to have a down year. Now, when I explain his stats, this might not sound like a down year to you, but definitely with the recent success the Patriots are having, and I say recent, I mean like the last 18, 20 years, I believe the Patriots are on the decline. I believe they'll go 10-6, and Tom Brady will have about 27 touchdowns, but he will have a hike in interceptions. I am predicting more than 14. This is a pretty good stat line, but definitely for Tom Brady, who is turning 40. I believe Father Time will start catching up for him. And for my final bold prediction of the upcoming NFL season, I believe Ezekiel Elliott will actually break Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing record. I believe he will have upwards of 2,200 yards. This record has stood for quite some time, but I believe Zeke will break it given the Cowboys drafted Connor Williams, shoring up that offensive line for them, and I think they'll get back to their 2016 form, where the offense ran through Zeke and Dak passed the ball as kind of a secondary option. This will give Zeke more carries, and I believe the Cowboys defense is improving, but it's still not great, so the Cowboys will look to close out games late in the fourth quarter, which means more carries for Zeke. So guys, these are my top 5 NFL predictions. Again, I'm working on my podcast name, so shoot me a comment down below or hit me up on Twitter. But let's give this video some likes and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Thanks guys.